second score between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They go play action here on first down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Owens. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And give him 12 yards and a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Back to throw. Owens completes it right side to Dodson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. From the gun, Owens. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Looking to throw. Owens. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs from 4 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Now, Barney. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose. But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Cannon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Owens. Left side caught by And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing on first down. Owens. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Still fighting. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got the lane, And there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off play action. Owens. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Off the play fake. Owens. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey. Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Owens. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run. This is Cannon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go! Grand 38!
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. To throw on 2nd down. Owens. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Check three!
Back to throw. Owens. He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To Shepard, complete over the middle. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
A first down carry for Barkley. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39!
Back to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4.
Here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Flex round. Ohio.
Looking to throw. Owens eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
This is taken at the 23. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
It's Barkley on the counter. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this belongs to the Vikings. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Owens. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run with Cannon. Oh, now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Off play action. Owens. It's caught on the right side of Smith. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's got his man. This is Jackson. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, Owens. It's hauled in by Doxson. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here we go. Red 38.
On the carry, it's Cannon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Operating from the gun, Owens feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we come upon halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
A handoff to Barkley. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
second down. Here's Barkley. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Emerson Griffin in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And the Giants send out their punter now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing on first down, Owens. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on second down. Owens throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A deep ball for Dotson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Dotson, 67 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now let's go. Blue, land it.
Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield.
There goes Sterling Shepard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Well, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing to start the drive. Owens being chased out left. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st down, Owens rolling to his right. A deep ball for Dotson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Owens. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. O.J. Howard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the Wildcard game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Shepard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodman. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they'll run it here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They go again with Cannon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Come on, let's go. What?
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it's no good. Gonzalez pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone.
Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun! Set! 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Now they try the right side here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Charles, defensively, one timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Owens. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Owens. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Set! 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10 to Barkley on the check down. And he loses the football a second time. And this belongs to the Vikings.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Let's go. What?
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Their season ends here, a tough one.